Hi, welcome back. Scrambling complete. We're going to see if we can try to get these fools back on track. And
That would be a fool's errand.
um, so
Went down the wrong path? What do you mean?
So
uh,
unlikely.
how
This one
unlike
was
you.
all lit up and glowing orange like Minot.
So you no longer have Dayglow orange noses. Um, what was your plan?
Save the Atlas Project.
Go to Yopanon and save the members of the of Project Atlas. Rescue them or protect them or whatever.
Something.
Go there and try and.
We're ignoring all the people that are basically zombies to go rescue people who are still alive.
But something is actively coming for them, as opposed to... I don't think the zombie people can get more zombie.
We also don't know if
Zombies really kind of a binary condition.
Permanent if they're or do
Emerald?
they die easily in that state? Like,
Um,
what do you know truly like bots?
That is a
Soulless?
thing that we don't know. Does anybody know how soulless work? I don't know.
Did Roar teach me anything about Solus when he taught me how to undo it?
No, the Guardian did not teach you how to undo Solus specifically. They taught you a special form of healing that just happened to work on the Solus.
Okay.
Ruby.
Yep.
You have a Vox, yes?
I do indeed.
Okay. First of all, GM would like to remind everyone that you are all aware that there is some governmental authority, probably military, that was looking for Arcelia.
Yeah.
Back in Eopanon. You are all aware of that. So I would like to point that out.
I did not remember that.
Mm-hmm. Ruby, your Vox is chiming.
Okay. Well, Ruby hears her Vox tone and answers the call.
Have I
Hello?
reached the GemStars?
I think you might have an incorrect number. Who is this exactly?
This is Sibash Not. Oh my god, why do I do this to myself?
Sorry, I
This
heard
one
that
isn't my
name as
fault.
someone who's coughing. Oh, yeah, of course.
Sibash Nartha, who you know is the head of the Chancellery.
Oh,
in that case, we might have to have a discussion about how you got this number.
That's not how that works, honey.
Why are you calling this particular Vox at this particular time?
I'm looking for Cornelius Ripper. I was led to understand.
If I could just do Voxes or speakerphone only, or
Oh, hope to God not. They have nauseous.
I mean, I'll put it on speaker once it's once Ruby realizes it's the head of the Chancellery.
Okay.
This is Emerald. I reached out to Cornelius Ripper maybe 15, 20 minutes ago.
But it was a little bit. It was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you caught him in the middle of the night. It's now.
No. I mean when I voxed him.
Right. Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
I had happened to reached out to him maybe 15, 20 minutes ago, and was unable to get a hold of him. We don't know where he is.
He didn't go with you?
No.
Because he can't boop with us.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Is he not there
No,
at the Citadel?
he is missing, and
Okay, listen very carefully. I think I know why he is missing. He is part of a group that was doing investigations dealing with Shadowfall. And we have learned of an attempt by Acosta to kidnap the members of that group. They had already taken Kingsley Palace's parents and were responsible for the explosion at Palace Aeromotives. Sounds like they've gone over after Cornelius Ripper, and we were just planning to try and meet to get protection for the final members of that group.
Do you know how long he's been missing?
I have not seen him since we met yesterday in the chambers.
And then the last person to see him was Emerald.
Correct.
There is something else that you need to know. We have reason to believe that Acosta may not be Acosta. We do not know for certain. What we do know is that apparently LaFondi has there are members of a shape-shifting race known as the Gru that are on LaFondi, connected to Shadowfall. They may have, we don't know for certain, but they may have captured Acosta and are now impersonating him. That would be worthwhile for you to know, but really the reason I'm telling you this is you need to initiate protocols to scan and ensure everyone with you is LaFondi, and that you have not been infiltrated by any spies or others that with this shape-shifting ability.
There's just silence on the other end of the box.
Soda leans over to Emerald and go, you really need to work on how to impart the right amount of information to contacts.
Secrets have held us back and caused a lot of problems. I don't keep them.
We will use this information to the best of our ability. If you find Cornelius, please let me know.
Will do. If you find Cornelius, please let us know.
Of course. To answer your question, Ruby, I simply used magic.
You can use magic to get a... Okay.
Yes. Yeah. There's so many ways to get numbers. It's actually kind of easy. That's why I keep telling you to throw away your burners.
I thought you were just being weird.
I look over to Soda and say, I have been, as I'm literally in the middle of breaking the one that I've got right now. This is like the fourth one I've gone through. I
don't
have a sense of what I'm doing.
To be clear, I have no one's Vox resonance. I simply asked LaFondi to connect me to the GemStars.
Perfect.
Okay.
We will be in touch. And then the line goes silent.
We really need to get to you open on.
Can you use that box thingy to see if maybe you're already too late?
If I make that call, that's probably going to put a target on our backs.
I look at the burner that I did.
Maybe one of you can ask LaFondi to connect you.
Shut up.
And if none of you know how to immediately do that, I'm just gonna call my mother and see if anything new has happened. I see you waving your hands there, but unless there's something else we can do.
Wait, Alexandrite, let our powers combine and do something new. Mary and I did something weird earlier by combining.
Yeah, I was wondering when that was going to come up. Only half of you know about that.
Yeah,
Oh, I think I mentioned that. Okay. So when we went into the console area, I forget what it's called. Capital? Consulate, thank you. We went in there and we got the Solus and we healed them, right? Okay, so to get out, it's kind of like, ooh, a bunch of Solus, you could have died, right? Well, we worked together and we kind of made like a big like dome with like my magic to like make the little like sphere thing, and then Sodalite was able to like make it like shadow, and like we weren't able to be like seen or anything, so like we can like combine powers and do really cool things.
Huh.
Cool.
Okay, can we combine?
Maybe.
What would
I mean,
we be
we got-
able to do for that? We'd need Alexandrite's use of magic. Who else would have your
Sodalite?
telepathy?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds
We'll
like
be a telephone, or we'll be. What is a telephone? We'll be the box.
No. Telephone's like a neat little thing. We could call it. I don't know what it is, but it sounds
yeah,
neat.
a telepathy.
Oh yeah, I
phone.
guess when Alexandrite and I team up together, we can call it a telephone.
Yeah.
We're telegraphing phonetics across space.
Yeah, using the. I think it works.
Whatever it takes to get the
Just-
doctor.
Like,
Elliott's just staring at all you weirdos like, what the hell is happening right now?
Okay, well, I'm all for this idea because I just changed my Vox tone and I don't want to replace this. So
Oh my gosh.
So we
So
are
one, Elliot doesn't know what a Vox really is. Like, doesn't really understand what it is. So she has no idea how these people are communicating with you to begin with. And two, she's not LaFondian.
Yeah, but the key is that you have magic. And your magic and its ability to kind of
The weird
fiddle
small
around with the
that
weave of
box
reality.
LaFondian magic. I'm not LaFondian.
But I am.
Yeah,
Ruby is.
by your powers combined.
you are a GemStar.
And that
That
means
came
you're
from the
attached
mouse.
to- Yeah. See, Mousy knows. And if you're a GemStar, it means you're a part of LaFondie. Even though you look different, whatever. At the core, you're a GemStar. That was way too peppy.
Yeah.
Mary, that was supposed to come out of you, not me.
well,
It's a part of
I'm
our
glad
family,
you said it.
technically. I mean,
See, now I'm kind of nervous. Is that what happens when you merge powers?
I don't know. I mean,
I
but
don't
then
know if
again,
I
you kind of
do
been part of
that.
the GemStars, and we're kind of like a big group of friends, and like, you guys
I
are
don't
kind
think
of more
the
of a
two of you
family.
can get darker, so no.
I mean,
Weird-
here's the
more
thing.
weird
I
shit
still
going
want to
on
murder
here.
people, even after merging powers. So I think
Can we not murder people?
I'm working on that. I haven't done it in a couple of days. There's improvement.
Wow.
It should
so,
really be longer than that.
You really shouldn't have even been
It has
accounting.
been 6 days since Soda last killed someone.
so you are
been a week.
Everybody got
combining.
that as a sign? Like, it's been 6 days since
You need to put that, Puppy, you need to put that on the wall behind you for next time.
So
Over your-
we are using. We are planning to use Alexandrite's magic powers and Sodalite's telepathy.
Yeah.
To contact whom?
Yeah, who are we gonna call?
Ruby's mother.
Ghostbusters.
Ruby's mother. All right, let's do that.
That, or do we want to contact? If we're going straight to the source and we're not going to be tracked from this, would we
Can
not
I
wanna, like,
ask why Ruby's mother?
Do we have? Does Ruby? I mean, I'm. Okay, I guess yeah, you're right.
We're
No, we
using
don't need
magic,
to know
we
the
don't
number. We don't need to know the
We-
number because the chance we just called us without knowing the number. So
Yeah, just need to know.
So we could just try to contact the people we're trying to go see if they're okay directly.
yeah, I was
I
making the
would say
assumption we
that-
knew the number, but we don't.
If they're not okay, then it would go to voicemail and we wouldn't be able to. I would say we contact the CEO's secretary.
What's a secretary?
Have I met the CEO's secretary at some point?
Oh,
No.
do you have to have met them?
Huh?
I thought we were going to be able to contact anyone. Do you have to have met them?
Just felt like it would be easier if I had.
Okay.
I
no,
don't know
I
who
understand
I'm
that.
visualizing. It's okay.
No, that's fine. I understand that. We can try it. Let's.
Well, Ruby knows what all of these people look like.
Okay.
All three of you can combine.
I'm gonna trust you, Ruby. Let's do this.
I mean, sure. It's good business practice to know who you're working against.
Keep your enemies closer.
Business.
Business numbers.
Business.
Okay.
This
Ruby
is
will
where
try
we
to think about
belong.
the Servina CEO secretary.
I'm going to give Ruby's hand like a comforting kind of like grip of, you got this.
Thanks.
You're amazing.
What is happening?
Okay. I need for Calvin to give me a will save, please.
Will you?
Will.
Will save me.
Will say. Ooh. This is pretty important, so I'm just going to be spending
I'm actually going to make you keep that. And I will give you a hero point.
Uh-oh.
Meanie head.
Fair enough.
So the three of you begin to combine. Two of you begin to combine your powers, while Soda, you are using Ruby's mind essentially as guidance for what you're looking for. And as your combined powers touch Ruby's mind, Ruby, your focus falters for a moment. And instead of the secretary, you get a picture of
Tell me it's something dirty.
what I don't know why I cannot remember her name for the life of me. Talendra, you picture Talendra. And as the powers touch your mind, you all three feel the connection made.
Me?
All three of you feel a connection has been made. But instead of reaching out to a Vox, you are suddenly, all three of you are shunted into Talendra's mind, for lack of a better term.
Did we just 11 this shit?
And Soda, this is very familiar to you. This is the way your psychometry works. And all three of you are shunted into the vision of Talendra. And you are in, this looks like the Zerafina compound, like their family compound. And it takes you.
Corporations always have compounds.
It's disorienting for a moment. And then you realize that you are running. And you look back and you see a shadow.
Oh my god, it's
spreading out toward you. And again, Soda, you have seen this before. This is the same form that you saw in Hydrox's office when you looked into his mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you whip your head back around and you are sort of bobbing and weaving, and you're in a mine shaft now. And then it cuts off.
I want to know what everybody else saw us doing. Did we all just look like we were like weirdly like flopping around?
It looks more like running.
No,
Oh,
no,
you
I mean,
mean your
not
actual bodies?
yeah, like what were our
Oh,
bodies
yeah.
doing? That
You were
we
just
saw?
standing there.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure like they didn't see anything like us.
Yeah, it's not like virtual reality where you're like running and
Right. Well, that's
Yeah.
what I wanted to see was like, were they seeing us make movements
Mhm.
that
No.
maybe we didn't see because we were doing them, kind of thing.
So as you're shunted in and then you're shunted back out.
So did the call not work, or?
It wasn't a call. Something went wrong in there. I'm not sure how. But we didn't collect. We didn't connect with what we were trying to do. We connected with Talindra Servina's mind, and she was running from something, some shadowy thing. Into
Oh no, that's the bad thing. That's
Oh.
the extra bad thing.
She
From
was.
Hydrox and goes.
Is
and
that
makes
current
Solas-
or is that a memory?
That
felt like
you
a-
are aware that is current. That was happening as you were
at
there.
the moment.
Okay.
Well, current or past, we're too late. We cannot get to an Opinon in time that even if she was the first,
You're already there.
they are.
But that means we do have an opening to go save the Solus over in the wrong game.
I mean,
Consulate.
Brandon's going to conveniently forget that Braylon can transform into lightning and get us there fast enough. And
Ruby was
say,
about to say.
yeah, I'm going to conveniently forget that because I know why this is happening. And instead say, you're right. We're going to have to go deal with, I mean, the Solus is our next best option if we're too late.
We now know that the bad thing that makes the Solus isn't here, and
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
most likely Gru Costa is with the shadow crystal creature. We can have fake Acosta show up at, oh my god, I keep wanting to say Citadel or Chantry. Consulate.
It's the White Storm Rotunda.
There we go. To make a statement to help with like the smear campaign we were talking about before.
Okay.
We can.
Or
Was
at
that
least
the healing
distract the guards so we can get in there. Alright, well, if Talindra's been kidnapped, that's terrible. I wish we could have saved her. It's unfortunate that we weren't on time to do so.
You don't sound.
Even I know that sounds like a lie.
Was that the cat?
Yep.
I'm heartbroken because we're supposed to help people. But we can go do
You're-
that here.
Very bad at lying.
He is. That's one of the things we love about her.
Wow.
5 seconds before we go run into the consulate and go do some heal bombs. And
So, in a meta way, is there anything you guys need to be reminded of? Do you want any refreshers for all of the things that you're supposed to be keeping track of?
Yeah, I would like to know all of the things that I
Go
should
ahead and give
know.
a blanket guess, because if there's something we're forgetting, we've probably forgotten that we've forgotten it.
Yeah.
I mean, all I know is that
Yeah, right now I'm feeling a little Neville Longbottom with his little
Remember.
Tell me what you need to know. I don't even know.
doesn't remember what he forgot he was supposed to remember. So
Okay, so Project Atlas, you've reminded yourself of that. That seems to be a non-starter at the moment.
they're dead.
The Imperator has not been seen for months. Acosta's last known whereabouts were the White Storm Rotunda.
Costa, right? Gru Costa's last
Gru
name.
Costa. Yeah.
I'm just going to say Acosta, but you guys can
Yeah, we don't know if that was
assume
your
whatever
project
you
or-
want. His last known whereabouts were the White Storm Rotunda. The hubbub was that the Mage Academy in the harbor of Pearl was taken over as a barracks for all of the, well, not all of them, but for some of the abundance of legions that were now present in Pearl. And there's a whole bunch of Solus in the consulate. I think that covers the important bits right now. And your mission was to try and stop the Civil War from occurring. I don't know whether or not you guys have decided that's probably off the table or not, but
Well, I think all of these little pieces, us trying to take care of all these little pieces is us still trying to prevent that Civil War.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
clumsiest book about it. I'm sorry.
That's why we wanted to rescue
oh,
those.
there's also the whatever those creatures were that you have, the shard creatures. That's a thing that's happening. Mary's missing parents.
Not missing parents. I know where one is.
Okay.
You think?
I think.
You know
Don't
where
say
one,
that.
You know where one of yours is.
Kingsley's
Mary
missing
is.
parents, but we understand that to be part of the Project Atlas thing. For some reason, government officials came looking for Ruby, or I'm sorry, for Arcelia particularly. That's a thing that has happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Aunt Puppy.
So I just have a question. How long have the Solus been at the consulate? Do we know?
You have
Like,
no
was that-
idea, but
48 hours at this point at most.
Well, I was wondering if it was like a sudden influx of them being there, or if it was a kind of like a slow creeper of bringing them in.
Okay, so
I have thoughts, so I just want to know if we know the thoughts.
So before about 3 days ago, Solus had not been, there had been whispers of Solus here and there, but no concrete evidence of them. And before that, Solus had not been seen on Lafandi in centuries, possibly millennia, a very, very long time. So the first proof of Solus was 3 days ago when the consulate was attacked. So 3 days? Maybe?
And it was a sudden influx of them.
Yes.
Okay. So let's
So I think we should go to the Solus, because if Acosta is not with the Empress, that would be one of the better places for him to be hidden. Real Acosta, not Gru Acosta.
As a Solus, or
No, like as in the Solus are intended to keep people from coming in. So he is there somewhere to be protected. Because obviously Gru Acosta would be able to come and go as he pleased.
That's a possibility. So, okay. So we head to the rotunda. We either distract the guards or sneak past them. We have ways to do either of those. We draw the Solus as close as we can to Mary. And then, Mary, you unleash your resolifying burst.
Yeah.
I'll stay with Mary.
do we still want to go with the idea of drawing the guards in once we're ready for the burst so that they can see the burst and see all the Solus healed?
That's a possible option. I would think. When you healed those other people, did they know it was you that did it? Because that's
No, because one of them was unconscious, and the other were in other rooms, so we just heard banging on the walls, and they had no idea. I mean, like, they believed me when I said I was the one who healed them.
Well, but I'm thinking also third party, an objective third party,
Right.
military grunts seeing it.
Yes.
Because there was the whole thing we discussed about just getting the word out.
Yeah,
Like,
and
if there's like one of our council members rescued who's still downstairs in my living room,
Yeah.
I'm sure that
we could maybe, if we're willing to like bring one of the ones who we don't think is gonna be stupid, have them also be a witness, and then if the other saved people don't believe us, they might believe someone they work with.
I like the idea of oh crud. I wrote his name down.
Bro.
big guy.
Orvis.
Orvis?
Orvis. Yeah. Orvis seems like he can
He seems fairly competent, so
yeah, that he might be the best asset out of
all of
the
them.
members downstairs. That
Mhm.
it's just do we think Hydrox and the other one can keep Portia
Well, she's-
under control?
Kind of restrained.
Right.
Do we want to bring them into this place right now, or do we want to come back with them afterwards?
It might make more sense if we bring them in so that we can try to calm that panic if they don't believe us.
Okay, so we'll bring
But,
Hydrox or Borvis, and then execute the plan, and then we'll have witnesses, including other people in the consulate.
Yep.
Just so I'm remembering, Borvis is an assistant to one of the other consulates, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Orvis has the same job I did,
Yeah.
but first a different.
so it's technically safer to take Borvis than another consulate.
Yeah.
Or whatever. words.
Console.
Thank you. Gaming system. It'll be safer to take an assistant rather than an actual console, because if something happens to Hydrox, like, well, we're going to be screwed.
So Borvis is the adjunct to Consul Doran, who also happens to be downstairs in the living room.
Right.
And they are both from Bria.
Yeah.
Before we go and leave, and I know it's unlikely because I don't think Mary's done that check-in on this day at this time. I don't know, because I've lost track of the days in game. You know, when it's a week in between every session, and but quick check on if there's any update from Father, or should I assume that he's been kidnapped?
What do you mean?
Just checking the box, see if any message has been.
Nope,
Yep.
not from either of your parents.
Yeah. Well, Mom left a note, so I didn't call her because I trusted. Oh, correction, I don't trust it, but I believe that the owl isn't having her lie and didn't just have my mom die.
A solid assumption. It's okay. It's going to be okay.
So what's the plan? So what's the plan for us getting in there?
Oh, I'm
Shadow
probably
Ball?
sneaking in via shadows.
Shadow Ball? Shadow Ball?
Oh, you want to just do a whole shadow ball? I don't know if we can get a whole shadow ball past all of the guards.
Because my thought is that I would at least stay invisible with Mary before because obviously she's not going to be able to protect herself while attempting to heal everybody. So my idea would be to stay hidden next to her and allow you guys to be the bait.
If only one of you guys can sneak in first of all, though, if Satasha could sneak into a room that we know is at least safe to get us in, we can boot to her, and then we can.
Mary, do you have mind reading? Because that's exactly what I was going to say. Because Hydrox's office is fine. Well, except for the 2 holes in it, but that's whatever.
But
I
those rooms were also locked.
Yeah, so that's a safe space. I get in there, and then the rest of you can follow me on in, and then we have a base of operations.
Yep. Although wait, we can't boop in. What's?
With Borvis.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take him with me. I'll do the same thing I did with Amber. AKA out of character. I'm gonna power stunt it to take someone.
Yeah, I got where you were going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a plan. Let's go.
All right.
I may or may not be taking notes of consequences. I mean, of things you guys are doing. So.
Yay.
All right, so
I think there's going to be consequences no matter what choices we make.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Really is.
Okay, so currently you are in Mary's bedroom.
Well, first I go convince him to come with us.
What is your first step in your plan?
Convince him to come with us?
Orvis?
Sodalite, super sensory power activate. Nah.
Nah.
Alright.
Are you de-transformed?
Yeah.
At the moment, Amber is also de-transformed.
That's true. I should do something about that.
Especially since two people downstairs know who you are.
I mean, there's de-transformed and then there's de-transformed. I can still make myself look different.
True.
But yes.
Maybe don't poke the bear.
I feel like that's taking it to a different level.
Amber crystal metamorphosis. GemStar activate.
That's the sound now, apparently.
I swear to God, if it doesn't make that sound every time, I'm going to be pissed.
Ruby is going to just quickly speak up for a moment and say, if the rest of you can get started, could you give Amber and I the room for a moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be fun to watch the council look at a demon, and she just, like, stomps off.
Oh, yeah, you guys, they didn't know you were here.
Yeah.
They gotta learn eventually. We got this.
So literally, we're gonna have two people who are probably a few people who are very understanding, and then you're gonna have the person who's in timeout.
But her mouth is also covered, so we don't care.
Well, we really should. Did we ever uncover her mouth for her to eat?
Yes.
Orvis took care of that.
Okay. I don't know what took care of that means.
I don't know, but Elliot's really excited that you have somebody that doesn't like what's going on.
Also, if you guys need breakfast, we still have food downstairs. It might be a little, on the cooler side.
Bag.
I am quite hungry.
Oh, yeah. And Teta, you might want to eat some more, since all of it came up on the floor.
Clean it up. I'm still sorry about that.
It's okay, it's okay,
Never
but
happened before.
you just might want to get some more food in your system
Never happened
before we go break into a building.
All right, so who's going downstairs?
I think all of us, except for Amber and Ruby.
We are respecting Ruby, our team leaders.
Request.
Okay.
Please don't trash my bedroom. Please don't trash my bedroom.
So the four of you go down to deal with the downstairs business.
Yeah.
Elliot is invisible until she gets to the bottom of the stairs.
You're
Oh,
really
that's
doing
the
this?
best
We
way to
have
do
to do
it.
this? Do we have to do this?
This is exactly how we get to do this.
We will get
God.
we will get back to you in a moment.
Okay.
Back in Mary's room, Ruby and Amber.
So Ruby just, has her hands clasped behind her back, trying to look somewhat businesslike, but that falters pretty quickly. So I've been feeling a little. The team, they wanted me to be their leader, and I thought the job should have gone to you. And I've been feeling off ever since we started this whole thing. I mean, ever since I almost got everyone infected, and we almost lost Ithium because of me, and we got pretty lucky. And I've been kind of waiting for something else to explode. And I was thinking this entire time, if something did happen, of all the team, you were the one that I was going to go to advice for first. And you're kind of the reason things have blown up a bit, but it's back on track. We all seem to, I don't know if trust is the right word, but we're able to move in the same direction now. So I just wanted to quickly check. You said you're able to resist the call of this, would you call it metamind thing?
Mind. Yeah,
You said you were able to resist it at a time.
I was.
And Shelby, I don't know if you heard, but she said that if something does happen to you, she or the gem at least, is able to disconnect itself from you, but I don't know what you're capable of outside of that. Or at least the extent of your abilities. So, that all being the case, if something does go wrong, and you still have some amount of power, I didn't want to put this in front of the rest of the team because the last thing I need is to possibly make things worse, but if something does go wrong, I need you to know that I'm gonna do whatever it takes to keep whatever might be left of you from attacking or hurting the rest of the team. I meant when I said that I trust you and I trust the gem that was placed on you, but I just want you to know this.
If the metamind takes control of me again, I would hope nothing other than for you to stop me. Or kill me, if that's what it takes. Because if the metamind takes me over, I'm already dead. As an entity, as who I am, I'm already gone.
Okay, if that's what it comes to, the responsibility to deal with whatever it may be, and the consequences of it, that's got to be on me. It can't be on anyone else, because I am the leader of this team. Okay.
I mean, you are certainly, with your gem, you are more than capable of taking anything I could throw at you without my powers, without the gem powers.
Yeah, it's not the gem's power to stop you that I was worried about, more my own. But if it comes to it,
you understand what leadership requires. I can see that it's hard for you, but that just tells me that we all made the right choice in saying that you should be the leader. You will do what needs to be done if it comes to that. And I trust you.
okay. All right, let's get down there. Let's go save some people.
Meanwhile, downstairs.
You've never seen Mary go down those stairs faster just to try to get a warning.
Whereas Kingsley has been going down very slowly. Just waiting for
Elliot saw Mary trying to run and leapt over the handrail while invisible, midair turned into herself and slammed into the ground in front of Mary.
Okay, that's how we're doing this.
10 points on that landing, Alexandra.
Oh my
Nailed
god.
it.
Is everything okay? We heard
Damn it, they're not
noises.
in here.
Which person is this, Wiki?
It's
Is this-
Hydrox.
Hydrox. Oh,
Oh,
hi.
Hey,
Consulate. Hi, sir.
it's all fine. We just had to sort out some planning things. These are some other members of our team. Pointing to Emerald and the person who jumped over the stairs.
That's Okay.
She's a good friend. And I go arm in arm with Alexandrite. Promise. She's a good
And
one.
she literally has no idea what to do, so she just awkwardly freezes and stops all motor functions. Like, turns into a Westworld robot and just stands there very still.
God, I wish I remembered his name better.
You can keep breathing.
How has everything been down here?
We're fine. And you hear Borvis go, Portia's being Portia.
What?
Yeah, that makes sense. We have a request of you, Borvis.
Yes.
Yeah?
You want to come on a mission with us? It'll be fun.
It'll be exciting and dangerous.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm in.
Okay.
So
What?
jealous of Amber. Okay. Let's do this.
I mean, wait
What?
a minute. He turns to Dorna and says, am I in? Go.
Thank you. Promise to bring him back in
Don't make that promise.
as whole a piece as possible.
Why would you?
Can't lie.
You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Look, I didn't say alive and I didn't say intact. I said as whole as possible. If as whole as possible is a small chunk of you, I'll bring you back. But if it's all of you, great.
Satellite.
I'm gonna stop talking.
I promise I will try to keep him safe.
I'll be fine.
Okay. We really kind of just need you in case the plan doesn't work as we hope. And we would really appreciate your aid here.
I mean, you got some moves on you, which is awesome. And we definitely need a set of eyes that have already seen things happen and help other people understand what's about to happen. And
We're gonna go cause some chaos.
I'm not gonna
Lack
say
of a better word.
I'm good at that. But in order to help people understand what's happening, I probably should know what's going to happen.
So we're gonna go in there and we're gonna do the thing that turned all of you guys back to normal, but like in a big crowd of people and trying to hit as many as once.
we're going to heal a bunch of Solus in front of military members to make them see what's happening.
Okay.
Great.
And hopefully make them realize that the gem mages aren't a threat.
That also means we kind of need to act as bait to gather up as many Solus as possible into the rotunda.
That's great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't know why you need me specifically.
In case they don't believe us, like, because you guys never
Because
For
you were
some
already a
reason,
Solus.
you're really trustworthy, and that everyone will believe you and not us.
It's more so in case they don't believe us or they don't realize that my healing is what did it, that someone who watched the healing do it, that they've worked close to, might be another more trustworthy source.
Okay. Like I said, I'm in.
We're trying to maximize the effectiveness of this whole.
Thank you.
I don't know if we can call it a plan. It's more than 12% of a plan. I'd say we probably got
We've got like
52%
50%.
of a plan.
Oh, I think this is like 80% of plan. This is great. Enough wiggle room that you're not going to worry about all the little details that go wrong, but enough to know what direction to go in. This is great. I normally
know
work
we
off of
had.
much less of a plan than this. This is great. I'm golden. Let's do this.
Okay.
I don't know if Golden. We also have one member who should be coming down that you haven't met alongside the other one you have.
Speaking of which, enter
Yay!
Ruby and Amber.
Oh, wow, that was really good timing. Hi, guys!
Hey. I assume you've
look
talked.
over to- Look at her just kind of like, quizzical look.
Just gives a reassuring nod.
So,
Usually gives a happy, reassured nod.
So have you gone over the plan?
Yeah, we found it. Right, pretty much.
So, what do we do now?
I'll hold on to you. Ready?
Probably not, but let's go.
Okay. And then I do the through the shadows teleport.
Okay. I will need your hero points.
Yeah, I already put it out on the table.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, we can get us together.
I'm gonna get you together in a minute.
Real quick, before she does leave, everyone, including the consulars, who want to be here, so Portia is excluded, will receive 3 luck points, 3 in burst.
3 luck points.
Yep.
I super duper appreciate that.
You gave me 3 as well.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll put those back on the. I'll put those on the board along with the 3.
It's all good. This
There we go.
You know how things are.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, there's too many of us.
All right. So you are trying to move through the shadows to where?
Hydrox's office again.
Okay. So you move through the shadows, and it takes longer this time because you're further away. You're actually a lot further away.
Yeah.
And you up into Hydrox's office. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You have luck points.
Holy mother of God. Well, that's a
Right.
21, but
Yeah.
still.
21 is enough to know, even before you step out of the shadows in Hydrox's office, that things have changed since the last time you were there.
Mm-hmm.
Hydrox's office is no longer empty. There are several Solus in the room.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell exactly how many.
Mm-hmm.
The walls have been patched up, and there are Solus in the room.
That happened eerily fast.
Well, it's been a night. It's been a whole, 12 hours since you guys were there.
Yeah.
Military efficiency. Do you wish to exit the shadows in that room or go elsewhere?
Could I tell because I know we left the door to this room open. Is it still open or is it shut with an unknown amount?
It's shut.
Oh, fuck.
And there are at least 6 Solus in the room. They're sort of milling about, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. I just I have my hand pressed against. I was about to call him Borax. That's not right. Borvis. I have my hand pressed on Borvis to shove him against the wall to keep him in the shadow, and shit. I can't take him with me again, is the problem.
You are currently you have not exited the shadows at the moment.
Okay. Then I will move us to another location I know of. I'm gonna move us to a
Why is it always a bathroom?
So one of the other places that you have been in the Rotunda is actually for lack of a better term, it's kind of a ballroom. It's a sort of where they do fancy.
Ballroom stuff.
Well, no, they do like fancy, like when they bring in envoys and whatnot from the various
They got balls in there.
regions, and they hold like ceremonies in there. Yes, occasionally there's actually like a fancy dress ball that happens in there, but it's over on off to one side of the actual Senate chamber, and you have actually been in this room. And it does have a privy attached to it if you'd like to go there.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. So as you and Borvis appear in the privy of the ballroom of the White Storm Rotunda, I think that's where we'll stop for the night. We'll end in a bathroom once again.
So is it a multi-stall
Right.
bathroom, or is it just a one toilet thing?
Well, I'd hope a ballroom would have multi-toilets.
Yeah, but it's a big fancy one. You know, it's
Yeah.
one that's got like couches and stuff in it.
Yeah, and girls are going to be wearing big fancy dresses. There ain't no way I'm going into a bathroom by myself.
But as I've established before, LaFondi's bathroom situation is gender neutral.
Yeah.
So it's just one big bathroom for everybody.
Yeah.
So
it is a multi-stall situation, and it's actual powder room to where you have like the
Yes.
sitting. Okay, cool,
yes.
great. So nothing awkward happens. Of like, because for a second I was thinking of like,
You're not going to kick open the same door 20 times. And...
yeah, kind of. But I was like, oh, if this is like a single stall situation, we're both appearing in the shadows. Am I like on like haphazardly in his arms when we come out of the shadow?
No.
Or like, did I drop in front of him, or did we like kick out in two different stalls? Like, no, we walked out beside a couch. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry. Yeah.
You're awkwardly just watching someone pee.
Actually, before we end, Soda, I would like another perception check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Do better this time, Soda.
You have luck.
There we go.
From the other side of that privy door, which leads directly to out into the ballroom, you hear voices.
Oh.
And they are very deep in conversation. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. 15.
Do you have, hold on a second, let me look at your sheet. That is not your sheet. I am looking at the wrong sheet. Where are you? There you are. Just a second. Come on. Come on, roll 20. Okay. Because of your background, you are well informed. That is enough. One of those voices you recognize as the voice of Eldon Acosta. And that is where we will end tonight.
I hate you.
What I say, guys? What I say?
A lot of notes this session. I
So smart.
have Cylindra's vision and just Acosta in the ballroom.
Like,
It sounded like a clue game. I think it was with Sandra's vision with Acosta in the ballroom with the shapeshifter.
the Barney guy that really want to be friends with.
So, thank you for joining us tonight for our adventures, for things that are happening around the network. Tomorrow, Alex will be part of the M&M Dev Chat. For those of you who happen to be part of the Mutants and Masterminds Patreon. On Thursday, there will be a new blog post up on our website. On Friday, our new episodes from YouTube will also be posted to the website. On Monday, Jonesy will continue leading a group of mostly well-meaning little critters through their fantasy age adventure in the second part of our mini-series of Familiar Tale. And of course, we will be back here next Tuesday for more GemStars to see what nonsense they've now gotten themselves into. GemStars, I want to give everyone a chance to say goodnight and plug any projects they have. And we will start where we started earlier with Jemmy.
Okay. Thank you for watching. I don't ever have anything to plug. I'm just like the weird one here. I'm like, yeah, I don't have a life outside of this. I hop on a stream and then I go back to school, mate. I'm like, I say, mate. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Boy, we're having fun here, aren't we? Maybe eventually I'll figure out a way to tie all the plot threads and I'll actually know what I'm doing on stream, but other than that, I'm just going with what we think of on stream. I'm so lost in our lore right now, and honestly, I think that's fitting.
You're Mrs. White.
Don't Mrs. White me. No.
I have no idea what is going on, but I am absolutely determined to enjoy myself.
Yeah, but that involves murdering. Actually, I would.
1 + 1 + 2 + 1.
1 + 2 + 1 + 1. Anyway, no, thank you all for coming. To tune in next week, I'll be back here causing the same little problems and laughing at fanfic jokes. I'm gonna pass it to you. I passed it at the beginning. Dad, take it away.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'm currently nowhere else on the network, but I will remind you again that USP has a Patreon, and we would love to have your support because it lets us make more content and do more cool things, and that's pretty cool. So patreon.com/Untold Stories Project. And yeah, that's all I've got to announce for now. There might be something percolating in the near future, but I will not keep the pattern going. I will instead pass it to Aunt Puppy.
I mean, Puppy, I don't have anything. Play a game. Joe.
Play a game, Joe. You
Sorry,
specifically,
right?
Joe, play a
It's text
game.
message at the exact same time. Yeah. So thanks so much for tuning in yet again, and please, oh my gosh, tune in on Monday. I'm one of the players in that game, and all I gotta say is I'm a bookworm, and it's not what you think, and it's amazing, and it is what you think at the same time. Anyways, it's a lot of fun, and if you want to see something a bit different than Soda Light from me, that game. It's so cute. Anyways, other than that, please take care of yourself. Take time for yourself. Take your meds if you need to take meds. Because we love you, and we love when you take care of you. So with that, Alvin.
Okay. Yeah.
Our intrepid leader, whether she likes it or not.
Yeah. Leaning into the or not a bit.
Wait, but like the world picked you as the leader. It was like, oh man, we need to contact the GemStars, and it was your box.
See, the universe
I literally put it in the text, but like they said they
Fondy
reached out through LaFondy, and it was your box for the GemStars.
Fondy has declared you the leader of the GemStars.
Exactly.
Oh, Calvin knows that, but Ruby is burying her doubts.
I will shake it into her.
She will never let you know, at least not on purpose. Yeah, this is I'm really glad I get to hang out with awesome people and play an awesome game. This is always the highlight of my week. And as well, be sure to come back on Monday to see part 2 of A Familiar Tale. And additionally, if you're over on YouTube, please check out the Win with Dice channel, so my constantly refreshing my analytics page can be worth it. And that's about all I've got, so I'll pass it off to Brandon.
I don't have anything to plug, but I think we do need to point out that it has been 3 days since Sodalite has murdered someone.
I think like in-game context wise, it's probably been a week. It's just
Has it been a whole week?
no. Like since she's killed someone, it's been a week. It's just that was before you met her. Because the mission she was on right when this started was just a data mission. So
Okay.
it's probably the mission before that she might have stabbied someone a little.
So in that case, it has been 7 days since Sodalite has murdered someone. And
7 days with an asterisk.
I mean, technically, Sodalite has never killed anyone. It's a different name that does the killing.
Nope. That's a bridge too far. It was Sodalite. And do something kind first for yourself, and then, if you can, someone else. Joe, who has not been? Was I the last?
Yep.
I think I was the last.
Wiki.
Wiki.
That's all from us for tonight. And by the facets of LaFondy, we'll see you here next week.